Hey! Okay, so I feel like I really need to tell someone this crazy story. It needs to be documented. So, on Friday night, Erica and I were closing the concession stand and we got out of work at like 12:30. And since Friday happened to be payday, Erica had cashed her check during break and she needed to get gas. So, the gas station that's like in the same parking lot as our job was out of regular gas. So, we had to go across the street to the Circle K. So we go, we pay for her gas, we get some tea and like a bag of chips. And she pumps her gas and we're all like, let's go smoke a cigarette. But you can't smoke cigarettes by the gas pump. So we go over by this bush that's like by the gas pump so we can watch our cars and stuff. So we're sitting there smoking and then this guy pulls up in this really nice car and he was kind of cute in a weird like Jersey Shore kind of way. So then he comes over to us and he's like, hey, you got a light? But my lighter wasn't really working, so he lit his cigarette off of Erica's and he was talking to us and he's like, well, it's nice to meet you guys. And I forgot what his name was. And then we're talking about how we want to pick up some stuff from a friend's house and like we're talking and like we have to go to the get stuff. So like we're talking about what we need. And he's all he hears us. So he calls Erica over and she goes over and she's like, yeah, what's up? He's like, you want to try some speed? And she's all like, man, I've been trying to get her to do weak speed, but he's like, dude, just tell her that it's way easier to come down from than coke. And she's like, that's what I've been saying, but she just won't do it. So we got offered speed. And then we're all like, okay, it's time to go to our friend's house and pick up our stuff. And we go over to her car, and her car's locked. What? Her car's locked. With her keys in it, her extra keys, her wallet that has her ID, her working papers proving that, because she's 17, so we have like a statewide curfew and everyone under the age of 18 has to be in by 10 unless they have a work permit and they're going to or from work. And she also just had a possession of marijuana thing and she still has her like receipt because technically it doesn't show in the system that it's paid, so there's a warrant for her arrest. So we're freaking out. We don't know what to do. And we can't call her parents because then like she has to go in and she's like super grounded. So we call her boyfriend who kind of knows how to unlock cars from the outside. He lives like really far on the other side of town. So he's like, yeah, I'll be there. I'm coming. I just have to get gas first. So we're like, okay, we can still go to our friend's house and come back. So we go to our friend's house. We get what we need to do. Then we have to go to the bank because we owe him money now because we got stuff from him. And then we go back to the gas station and meet her boyfriend. But then we realize that we don't have anything, like you need like a wire hanger when you want to break into cars. So then we have to go to my house. So we go to my house, we get a wire, and we're hanging out for a little bit. And then we go back to the gas station and we sit there for literally like an hour while he's trying to break into her car. And so finally it's like 3:30 and we can't do it. Well, actually it was only like 2:30 then. So yeah, it was like 2:30 and we can't get in. So we call our parents and her parents get super pissed because her parents are just So then we're waiting and then we're all like, well, your parents probably in the pop lock guy probably aren't going to be here for like 40 minutes because that's what they told them on the phone. So we're all like, let's go hang out some more. So we go and we're hanging out and we come back and we're sitting in my car and there's this really sketchy guy sitting by his car, like parked in a parking space at the gas station. And we're all like, and Erica's all like, oh, maybe that's the Pop-A-Lock guy. Because, you know, late at night, they don't come in, like, Pop-A-Lock cars. They generally come in their own car. So she's like, so her and Tanner get out, so that in case it is him. And they stand by her car for a little bit, but he doesn't go over. So they go over by Tanner's car, and they're kind of, like, making out. And then, okay, so here's the really sketchy guy car. Here's Tanner's car. And then this other car pulls up on the other side. And the sketchy-ass guy goes over there, and he's jumping around, like, acting like really inconspicuous, like normal, and then the person in the car opens their door but they never get out, okay, and then like the guy's like jumping around near the door, like going like this and stuff and like talking to the guy, and then they leave, and then the guy shuts his door and he leaves and the other guy goes back into his car and leaves. So we're 90% sure that we had a drug deal. We watched a drug deal happen while they were making out next to it. And then there was some prostitutes And we're not even sure what they were doing, but I'm pretty sure they tried to hit on Tanner, which is her boyfriend's name. And then he leaves, Tanner leaves because her dad's coming and he doesn't really want to deal with her dad. And her dad gets there and then we pay for the Pop Lock guy and we go home. It was like a really, really bad teen movie. Okay? Especially because when we were driving back to the gas station, so this is how this whole idea of the bad teen movie happened. So I'm driving back to the gas station in my car, and Erica's talking about what a good kid she is and why she doesn't understand why her parents don't like her. Like, she has straight A's, she's in theater, she gets lead roles, she's gonna be in a movie, she works on top of all of that, so she has straight A's, does a lot of extracurriculars, and still holds in a job that she uses to pay for her car insurance, her gas, her phone bill, and she has a smoking hot boyfriend. She's like really successful for her age. So like, and then I realized like she's like the goody goody in the teen movie. I'm like that bad kid, the rebellious one, like, and like they go out on some adventure. And then Tanner's like the really older, sketchy guy that's in the whole thing. Okay, so that was our night. And we have to close again tomorrow, and I only hope they can be half as eventful as it was on Friday.